Oops. What's up, everyone? Oh my god, that's odd. I should probably raise my camera. That's probably why I feel so low. Let's do... Raise the seat. There we go. There we go. Oh, I need to set up over here. I am a mess. I'm a mess, guys. Second. Oh my goodness. I accidentally hit the ad break button, so I don't know if you guys are on an ad. You'll see that in just a second. Hello, everybody. Hey, jeez. Let's go ahead and turn that back on because he was a good boy today. What am I looking for? Channel points. Manage. Streets pulled out. Boom. There we go. So show him some love. But hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. How was your Thursday? Yes, it's Thursday, guys. I am out of it. I've been working hard on my workouts this week. Let me tell you, today was rough. Not as heavy as yesterday's, but still pretty heavy. Some of there is one thing in Ring Fit. There's a level where it's all leg workouts, and it starts with squats, and then it goes to knee lifts, and then it goes to mountain climber, which I cannot do right now with my fucked up ankle. And there's a side quest to do that and get an average of 90 points. I had 89 points, and I know if I hadn't fucked up my first squat, would have been fine. I probably would have won that. Because I have to cheese the mountain climbers, so it doesn't really work all that well. But yeah, so my whole body is tired. But we will probably take a break from Ring Fit tomorrow, play it on Sunday, take a break, play it on Saturday, take a break on Sunday. And I think that's how it's going to be split up, is 4 days on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off, 4 days on, like that, for my fitness routine. If you did not see, if you're not part of my Discord or anything, you did not see my announcement that I lost 15 pounds in a month. My ultimate goal for this month is another 10 pounds, but we'll see how that plays out. What happens there? Like I said, I'm hoping another 10 pounds this month. So by April 3rd or something like that, I'll weigh myself for the first Friday in April. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't weigh myself daily. I don't want that. I don't want to get that hit of, or that loss of dopamine of like, well, I didn't do all that great this week, so and I'm sad going into the weekend. But if I wait like once a month and weigh myself, and it's like, oh, you lost 5 pounds in a month, or you lost 3-4 pounds in a month, there's that loss that I'm going to be feeling or seeing each time. I think I'm going to be losing quick during this initial set of weight of fitness, until I'm about 300 pounds. That's probably when I'm going to plateau. But we are getting into some more Tales of Arise. Where is the shopkeep? Here they are. Forge, craft weapons. He's got that. She has a better weapon. She can't get that one yet, and he can't get that yet. Sell those for sure. Right, sell items, buy apple gel. Let's get 4 of these. So you can hold up to 15. Life bottles, heals KO, own 12. See ya. Okay. Oh shit. So I didn't even think about that, about checking this for armor. So Oogle skin dress. I thought maybe I was going to be able to craft armor or something at some point. So let's get the Onyx mail. Purchase and equip. They all have the best, and he'll get the Onyx vest. Purchase and equip. There we go. That might make things a little bit easier. And I'm not going to bother with the accessorizing right now too much. I'm not going to level up his accessory. I'm going to definitely give him the warrior emblem. I feel like that's what he would need, because he's going to hit a lot more. And I can't make a warrior emblem in there. So, last we played, his dad, I can't remember his name, died, because he's held captive. Law's dad died, by the hands of the Sislodian, government, basically, and we're now out to stop them. We're now out to liberate Sislodia.
After all that, how can these people carry on like nothing happened? Didn't Zephyr's words
Zephyr
reach anyone in that whole crowd?
Ragnar was like a dragon from Game of Thrones.
Snake Eyes could be anywhere. People are scared of being reported, so they can't do jack.
And speaking from experience, when you spend so much of your life as a slave, you stop even thinking of standing up and fighting. Calaglia had a lot of people like that.
Well, these people are in no position to demand anything anyway, when they've lost the will to fight and need others to protect them.
These people have had a hard enough time just keeping the fires lit. No one wants to sacrifice their life without good cause.
Doesn't seem to understand.
It is what it is. Once Ganabelt is out of the picture, things in Sislodia are sure to change.
Yeah, I hope so.
Forgot to clean my glasses yesterday after working out, and I've had, as gross as it sounds, I've had a sweat stain on them. Head to Reveal Prison from the plaza. So how was everyone's Thursday? How did it go? Did you have a good time today? Did you get everything done? Hello, Psycho Gamer Boy. How's it going? There's no way. I need to find a way to turn that up. There's no way to turn it up, and it's kind of frustrating.
That damn Ganabelt! I hate him!
I'm
You
not seeing
hate
very
him
many enemies around.
For your
What's
dad
going
that
on?
you've hated all
They
your life.
probably know we're not going to run away and are waiting for us to show up.
Well, if it's a fight they want, I'll be more than happy to give them one.
They're probably inside the Revel prison tower in the plaza. That's where the Lord here lives.
The same building with the spirit vessel.
Doing
that's
good.
gathering
How
all
about you?
the
I
loot,
am
huh?
doing very
We
good.
need to be
I'm
careful
tired.
with
I
how
am
we go
sore.
from here.
But this is all
The
good,
fact
tired, and
Ganabelt
sore.
knew about my healing arts and had
from
that
working
poison
out.
ready tells me he's extremely dangerous.
He's not dangerous.
Trying to
just a
keep
rat
on
bastard
losing
who's
that
getting
weight
what's
that
coming
I've
to
put
him.
on over the pandemic and
telling
over
you,
the course of
don't
the 34
underestimate him.
years
We don't
of my
know
life.
what else he's got in store for us.
Hoping
One
I can
misstep
reach
on our part is
my
all it's going to take to
goal
give him
for
what he
this
wants.
year is to be 300, under 300, and then ultimate goal is to get down to
Right.
250. But I don't think I'm gonna get
Dad.
much under
What
300
were
by
you
the end
trying
of
to
this year.
tell me there at the end?
Especially with how my
I guess
ankle's
it'll
been.
have to stay unspoken and unheard. Like all the other things we never got round to telling each other.
All right, let's go fight these guys. Just fighting them in the middle of the street.
Out of our way!
I gotta use more abilities more often.
Our work is done
He's
here.
strong as hell,
Let's
man.
move.
Law.
I'm right
Well, they
behind you,
all
Shion.
went after Law's target. I don't want to try playing as Law. Mr. Punchy over there. I'm gonna take you all out.
Get lost!
Engaging!
I'm the true boss here. Bring him down!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here I go. One more.
Alright, I don't like Severing Wind. I'm gonna switch out Severing Wind. What was the other one? Lightning Thrust? Like, it's a good wind power, but it takes too long to execute. So let's go ahead and go with the Lightning Thrust instead of Severing Wind. I already spent all my skill points except for his. So just got his. On enemy defeat. Let's go with that. Eagle Dive. Additional Awakening Step. A second time. That's interesting. Make strength proficiency 700. Meals cooked. He has to cook 7 meals. Your enemies broken by boost attacks. And 3 boost attacks. that's a good one. He needs more AG in general. So AG recovery, increase max AG, 900, yeah.
Keep our eyes on the prize.
Let's take a look around, make sure there's no items. Keep going.
Got it.
Smash it to pieces. Unleash a full force blow taught by Zephyr. Effective armored enemies equipped with such protection as shells and shields. Breaks their defenses and downs them. Tutorial start.
No armor's a match for me!
You mean you can get past that shield? Just let him do his thing.
Lost boost attack. Spells and other hard armor emerge. Sinlaw in normally attacks and such defense. Not really block, but.
Armor won't save you! My shield? My Here I come! Strike!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Acid crystal fragment, 4 of them. Yeah, that's what I needed to make his weapon and her weapon.
Ganabelt must be somewhere inside. How about it, Law? Any idea which way it is?
This is a Renin castle. You think they were in the habit of letting a Danon like me inside?
Point taken.
The astral energy's off the scale. Almost like it's pressing down on me.
You can feel it?
The whole castle must be brimming with it. My hunch is it'll get stronger the deeper we go.
It must be the spirit vessel. You can bet anything it's pulsing with stored astral energy. We can't let Ganabelt use it against us.
And we can assume that's his plan A.
Let him try. I'll destroy anything he throws at us.
Anything he throws at us. Rebel Prison Tower. Let's go. Let's do it. Nice travel point added. Turn back on the elevator.
This is...
To keep churches like this out, Ganabelt definitely ain't making this easy.
Got it.
This is used cure points. Yep, that's what I figured.
Whew. No backing down!
You'll have
Mission! Locked and loaded! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Orc.
Looks like we won. Hey!
Silver Swords, I'll take you. Take it you're on our side too, yeah? No, just Snake Eyes leak information on it. No, I'm sorry, I can't say I heard anything about that. It'll help, but let me tell you about the office. You'll find directly across from the entrance. Put in another speed device attached to the desk that'll open up a door to the block on the other end of the compound. The collection room here is probably locked, unfortunately, but there should still be a spare key to use on this block. Hopefully, the elevator again somehow. Check in. Gel.
Get lost!
I can carve through one! My shield! Sword ring alpha! Take down your defenses! I see one, eh? We're not finished! Sword ring alpha! Its armor's too strong! Split it open! Be my guest!
Where are you going? Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nicely done.
This place looks completely different from Balzov's castle.
Every lord has their tastes.
Stamina boost light and darkness resistance. Works only on arts with this power.
No backing down!
Oh, son of a bitch.
No shield can stand against these things! I see one, eh?
Here I go!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Get in the way! Reload!
Its armor's too strong! Split it open! Be my guest! Be still!
Here I go! Into the shadows!
Talon sword!
Mega ray! I'm all stopped up!
You're mine!
Lightning arm! Get in the way! Mega ray! Air lightning!
Sword out!
Do it! Wonder raging Spread!
Prince of Iron Fists. These will trigger over limit while awakened.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
It's locked. Gonna get lurky while I'm at work, man. Have a good stream. Thank you, Bubbles. Have a good night at work. I appreciate you lurking.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out!
Mega
You think that shield will save you?
Engaging!
Sleep now.
It's over! Engage! Mission! Mission!
Its armor's
Be my guest! Now you see what I can do!
Light ready. Now. Air thrust.
You managed to pull through.
Any sparklies and shinies over here? No. Alright.
What is this place? Some kind of armory?
Looks like they're more for decorative purposes than actual combat.
I don't know, that sword looks pretty badass.
Job to do.
Wait, this isn't Renan. It's Danon.
Where's Hoodle?
And not just this one either. All of these.
Hoodle's
It's
in
all
his
Danon gear.
What's Danon equipment doing
in
on
his
display
in
inside a
her
Roman castle?
hood.
Ask
What's
around
up,
later
universe?
if you're so interested. But for now, we've got more pressing matters to attend to. Remember?
I want that armor. Where's the best little bro in this game? If I could have him out the entire time, I would. Press the button. North of the entrance plaza.
Did this open the door?
We still don't know how to activate the elevator. We'll just have to see what we can figure out.
That bastard. Giving us the runaround.
Bruno, how are you? I'm doing pretty good too. Can't really complain too much about. Honestly, this week went by pretty good and pretty smooth, and today was also the same. Still sore from playing Ring Fit so much this week, but it's a good workout. It really is. I don't have guns like yours in Aliens, but it feels good to have that workout.
Its armor's too strong. Split it open. Be my guest.
It's just that one. Okay.
Here I come. I'm on it.
No, it's getting progress. Yes, it's. I've increased my active time. So when I started, I was barely able to get about 10 minutes.
Right behind you,
And I've kicked up my level and increased my active time to over 25 minutes. It takes about, unfortunately, it takes about an hour to get to that point. But it's
They keep a Zoogle locked up down here?
it's good. It's some nice progress, and it's hard work. But it's what I need to do.
Do you think?
Stop it!
I want to fight it.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Where are you going?
You're mine. Eat this. I can shatter any steel.
I'm all stuck up. Mega red.
Sword Raid Alpha. Why can't they just sit still? Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Oh, you are gonna.
Oh,
pay
that's
for that.
right.
You're mine. Eat this.
You can actively.
Sword Raid Alpha.
Renwell's dead?
I'm in trouble. Sword Raid Alpha. You're done. Take this.
Okay, so you're on the way to fight the Lord. Yes, I'm on my way to fight the Lord of Cisladin, the second Lord.
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
What's this doing here?
I don't even know what I just picked up. Yeah, Zephyr died. I'm so mad at that.
You're mine! Resist! I'll end you! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
These ones can run rings around us. In here.
You're mine! My turn!
More potato fly. Reload.
Mirage!
Thunderfist. Too much to handle.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm only getting
Blow
started.
away!
Thunderfist.
Seems about right to me.
Like I was not expecting to see a death in this game like that, especially that early.
An elevator key to you guys?
Big sad. I
Only
called the
one
whole
way to find out. Let's
plot
go.
from this section of the game from like 30 miles away. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured like something bad was gonna happen to him, but I wasn't expecting it. That like, I didn't want that to happen. He was a cool character. The one thing that I find weird or kind of awkward is like, Law absolutely hated Zephyr, and now he's like, oh, I hate everything about this world because they killed my dad, but like he hated his dad. So like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, it's something Zephyr said during his trial, which caused him to change his mind, but it's still, it feels a little rushed to get there. I wish what they had done was like let them build up a little bit of a relationship before getting to that plot point of him dying. Wait, didn't I get a key? What did I just get? Oh, did I get a key for the elevator? The music is fantastic, though.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Are you still thinking about that armory with all the Danon equipment?
Yeah, especially that black armor. I don't think I've ever seen anything from Dana that looked so nice.
I can tell you that it was definitely Danon. It was made using techniques found only here. That's how I know. But ever since the Renans came, our civilization's been scrubbed out, bit by bit. Hardly anything's left now, which is why most people don't remember.
But why would the Renans have something like that? Unless it was the spoils of war. It must be a token of the Danans who fought and lost in the past. Or rather, that the Renans were able to beat them.
Armor that nice must have been worn
They
by
make
a
it for
commander
later when
of
you learn
some
more of
sort.
his backstory.
They might
Between
have
them,
even been
you'll
a Danon
understand.
hero.
And yeah, they definitely
A
are. Okay.
hero, huh? A fallen hero, maybe.
I hate to see all that stuff fall into Renan hands, but it's amazing to see that so much of it has survived.
You into this kind of stuff then, Rinwell?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Are we done here? We don't want to keep Ganabelt waiting any longer.
Man, these people just leaving pork and chicken lying out.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. My shield! We're not finished! It's over!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
And Hoodle said that there was that thing, an owl nearby. I guess on the other side? Probably.
Go no further!
Engaging!
Dreams!
Sleep
now! This one!
I'm on it!
Back and forth!
Strong! Be my guest! See what I can do! My system!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Lightning orb!
Burning strike!
Looks like we won.
It's another elevator. So this whole dungeon is just gonna be looking for elevator keys. And that's gonna be the one to get everywhere.
Ow! Bring him down!
Raging cascade! You're mine!
Soaring Alpha!
Sleep now! Your wings won't save you from me!
Destruction! Fire support! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman hit! Lightning to death!
All yours! Okay!
I'm only
Support!
getting
Mission! Blow away! Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come!
Lightning
Lightning
orb!
thrust!
Sighted! It's
Sword
light
Rain
now!
Talon Storm!
Like 4 different times. Jesus.
Looks like we won.
MIDI
This
mouse?
looks nice and tough.
Just clear the map. That's what I'm gonna do anyway. No point in actually looking around.
Get lost!
Locked and loaded! I see one, eh? Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning orb! Photon lightning to death!
Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come! You're on! I'm on! Armor won't save you! My shield!
Raging cascade!
Mission! Eat this! Keep still!
Do it to the wind!
You're on!
In here! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm ready for the next battle!
1,500 gold. I like gold. That's what I feel like whenever I say gold. Is I feel like Gold Member from Austin Powers.
Out of our way! Enough!
This entire dungeon is just a CP sink, man.
Now we can keep moving.
Don't overdo it, Law.
The owl's here.
That's you! Like feel? Fire support! It's over! This one's onward and upward.
Friggin' red.
Go no further!
Oh, now I'm real mad. Smash you!
Here's a healing arc!
Watch this!
Lightning arc! More where that came from! Lightning today!
Eat this!
Into the blade!
Not today!
Not in your dreams! I never miss!
Sword Raid Alpha!
More where that came from! Here I go!
Jesus.
Blow away! What did you do? Sword Raid Alpha!
Why's he glowing red, yellow, gold?
Take this! I owe you one. Sword Raid Alpha!
This ends now!
Holy crap.
Consider yourself finished.
That took more energy than I expected.
Press the button.
You think the elevator's activated now?
Should be. Let's check and find out.
We're coming for you, Annabelle.
He's got ears. Or horns, not ears. Devil horns. I love it.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Oh, sweet. They tell you whenever there's enough stuff there to actually get a reward.
You're finished!
No time!
I'm on! Astral Armor?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Ready and ready!
I can carve through armor! Eat this! You're finished! You're on!
I'm out! I'm all set!
Eat this! Soaring Alpha!
In here!
Be still!
Here's a healing arc! I'm ready! Where will you go?
Soaring Alpha!
Away!
You're finished!
Raging
I'm
cascade!
on it! Right here! All things here now! Soaring Alpha! Go away! Take this! It's over!
More where that came from! Great Rocky!
Take this! Go away! Don't resist! I can carve through armor! Ignite! Soaring Alpha!
Here's a healing arc!
You're on! You're mine!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Damn. Those red guys, they're fun to fight. They're
A
tough.
hard-won victory.
Just a little farther and we'll be there. I'm coming for you, Ganabelt.
Hey, hold up a sec, guys.
What's up?
We need to talk about Ganabelt. This guy can control both light and lightning, and I've heard his swordsmanship is unrivaled.
I'm not surprised. He is one of the top lords, after all.
That's not all. He also has these weird little gadgets that he likes to use.
Gadgets? You mean like some kind of a Renin weapon?
Probably. He's got a bunch of these things that hover all around him. They're supposed to protect him from attacks coming in at any angle.
I take it there aren't any blind spots then.
Nope. Which is why I plan to bust down his defenses from the front.
What? Why? Isn't that where his defense will be the toughest?
That's why it's worth attacking. Once I poke a hole in that bastard's defenses, the rest of you can tear it wide open and give him hell.
All right, we go with your plan, Law. Now let's get going. It's about time we got revenge for Zephyr.
It's time to go. Let's go fight Ranabelt. Why is he just standing there waiting?
Ganabelt!
Ganabelt, not Ranabelt. I said Ranabelt. It's Ganabelt.
It's about time. I was beginning to worry you jumped ship like the rats you are.
You're not so fortunate. We're here to end you. To liberate Cyslodia. To avenge Zephyr.
You talk big, but don't you think you're forgetting something? Of your precious resistance groups, whether the Silver Swords or any others, none have ever dealt a blow to Renin domination. In each and every realm, the story is the same. Until you. You, who wields the blazing sword of Calaglia, are different.
News of Balsef's defeat really took the wind out of your sails.
That brute? A bad case of brawn over brain. Certainly no loss to me. Still, even the smallest of sparks can grow into an inferno. I must give precedence to the task at hand, extinguishing you. Snuffing out your fire before it spreads across the 5 realms.
That's... No. He can't be.
Rinwell?
Nothing. I'm fine.
I, Ganabelt Valkyrus, Lord of Cyslodia,
Ganabelt
accept your
Valkyrus.
challenge. Come and meet your death.
You'll pay for what you did to my father!
The feisty mouth wishes to bite the hand that...
Himsetic, thank you for the lurk. How you doing today? Double Demon Fang. Fires a pair of shockwaves in quick succession round. I am using that for sure.
Please, Dusty. I never wanted to serve you. I had no choice.
Dance in the wind, Burning! Air thrust! Hope this works!
Blink and you'll miss it.
Try harder! Now! Take this! Double demon fist!
Locked and ready! Photon blast mine! Lightning condensed!
Eat this! I'll work this freaking gun!
Perish my every attack!
Leave this to me. I'll take him down.
Mega ray! Dance in the wind! Bring you back in here!
Watch it!
Resuscitation! Lightning condensed! Here's a healing arc!
Blink and you'll miss it.
Lightning orb! Here's a healing arc! First Here's a confiscated!
Go away!
Raging cascade! There! One more! Sleep now!
I'm on it! Ready and ready! Armor won't save me!
Here's a healing tail! First aid!
It's over!
What? I think not. Cannibal!
Let's
The
go.
barrier's been broken! Everyone, focus your attack!
You're mine!
Pay for what you did!
Here's a healing arc!
I'll smash you!
Sleep now!
Demon fang!
More for the stop! Bronze and red! Lightning condensed!
away!
You're mine!
Blink and you'll miss it!
Take this!
I'm on!
Clear field! I'm only getting
You're mine!
Arc shield! I never miss! Raging cascade!
demon
Here's a
fang!
healing arc!
You in two!
My turn!
First aid!
I'm not done!
I'm on it!
Destruction!
No!
Holy shit.
Blink! Here's a raging cascade! From death's abyss!
Well, I've let you all down.
Here, let me help!
Not done yet! Double demon fang!
Blink and you'll miss it!
Here, let me help! More? I can't heal you forever! Take it!
Oh my god.
Let me help!
This should do it.
Lightning orb!
I owe you one.
An astral arch? That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Blink and you'll
Oh shit.
This ends now!
Consider yourself...
I didn't realize I used so much CP.
Lightning orb! Lightning condensed!
Drink deep the despair.
He's channeling astral energy!
Can't get any closer.
If this keeps up... I'm only just...
You're mine!
I'll get hit!
While the depths of despair consume
Burn in hell!
who commands all the astral plane.
This should do it! Double demon fang!
Whilst thou art cursed with fire into nothing.
Burning goes hot!
Who stands bathed in heavenly light. Whilst thou walks before the gates of hell. Come forth, divine lightning! The end is imminent. In this
Holy fuck.
Insignificant worm, now return to dust.
Major GPS check.
If we take another assault from that arc, we're done for. That mirage he creates. It can channel all of his energy.
I guess we gotta get in quick and hit him hard.
Here I come! Double demon fang! Here I come! It's over! Where are you going?
Shit.
This should do it!
Over?
Oh my god. Let's get rid of destruction. Actually, let's get rid of lightning thrust for... Raining slash. Have I used that yet?
Stay away from my friend! Double demon fang! Get lost! Double demon fang! Not today! We were just getting started! Not now, not ever.
Sorry.
You'll pay for that.
This one's mine! I can carve through water!
Just getting... Double demon fang!
Lightning orb! Here's a healing orb! First aid!
Split you in two!
Oh my god.
You picked the wrong fight! Try harder!
Oh my goodness.
I owe you one! I'll dash you in two!
I'm all stopped up!
You're mine! I'm on your Double demon fang!
You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Not in your dreams!
The blazing sword will be mine.
Lightning orb!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Drink deep the despair.
I owe you one!
It's in the sky, it's mine!
Flew away!
Armor won't save you.
Still going?
I'll finish him first. The depths of despair consume thee.
Here's a healing arc!
He commands all the astral flame.
Here I go!
Whilst thou art cursed to expire into nothing. Who stands caged in heavenly lust. Whilst thou cowerest before the gates of hell.
Oh fuck.
The end is imminent.
Son of a bitch.
Insignificant worm. I'll return to dust.
I don't have any more treats. Shit.
Drink deep the despair. Look sharp.
Holy shit. I probably could have done that a lot cleaner. I feel like I really screwed up that fight.
Have you learned your lesson? No, not yet. For the
sake of Lenegus and my fellow brethren on
God.
Dana, I will not! Shut your stupid mouth and die!
Oh, jeez.
No, I refuse to believe this. It cannot end this way. If I die, my subjects will...
Vanquishers of Darkness. We did it.
It's over.
All for Zephyr.
But Zephyr's still gone.
Focus on the positive. We defeated a lord, and under difficult circumstances, too.
Focus on the positive? Zephyr's dead, Shion.
And the Renans ruled this world unimpeded for 3 centuries. Did you think there wouldn't be any sacrifices?
So Zephyr's life just doesn't matter? He's dead, Shion. Our friend is dead. We're fighting this damn war to keep people alive.
Damn.
Yeah, you're right. This is a war. Did you just realize that? Zephyr wasn't
like,
the
what the
first to
fuck did he
die,
say to
and he
face?
sure won't be the last. If you can't handle that, Alphen, then you should run back to Calaglia. And when you do, just remember to leave the blazing sword here, in safer hands.
What's that supposed to mean? Damn it. She just thinks she can say whatever she likes.
Well, I mean, she's right.
Bickering among ourselves at a time like this isn't gonna get us anywhere. Especially at a time like this. All right. Fine.
It's always like one of the weird tropes I find in like anime and other like other games about like general war is like at some point, especially in like Japanese JRPGs and stuff like that, it's like there's always someone who's like, oh no,
So
a
much for
person
Ganabelt.
died in war.
Good
And
riddance.
it's like, well, yeah, it's war.
You said it.
You could be sad about it, but it is still
So-
war.
Was the Lord of Calaglia like Ganabelt too?
No. Balsef was huge, a real tough guy act. Now that I think of it, his crest was different too. His was a flaming cross.
Ah, I see. Anyway, what do you guys plan on doing from here?
We keep moving. 3 Renin Lords remain, and we won't rest until their thrones are empty as well. That work for you, Shion?
That was my endgame from the beginning.
Hey, so if it's not too much trouble, could I maybe come along?
Isn't Cyslodia your home?
I mean, yes, but it's just, now that everyone knows what I've been hiding, Well, it might be best to get as far away as I can until it all quiets down. Is that okay? I promise I'll pull my own weight.
Sure. You're welcome to join us.
Taking off, huh?
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
It's too bad. I wish there was more we could do to pay you back for all you've done. I'll see to it personally that Zephyr's remains reach Calaglia safely.
What's next for Cyslodia?
I honestly couldn't tell you. The enemy infiltrated its way right to our core as a people. Only time will tell if we can rise above our suspicions and come together.
Zephyr once told me that so long as you don't give up, there's no wall that can't be torn down.
Sounds about right. And thanks to you, the greatest obstacle that was in our way is now gone. I suppose the rest of it will be up to us.
I look forward to seeing how far you'll go.
Oh, I almost forgot. Before you head off, there's something I wanted to give you.
All the items I used in that boss fight? It's the armor.
Wow, look at you. You scrub up real nice.
It was a parting gift.
It's like speaking to one of the old Danon heroes from legend.
Where to next, then?
Elda Menancia. You're really going to travel in that thing?
Why not? It's not as heavy as it looks. Actually, there's someone I was hoping we could invite along with us.
You can't be serious.
Got someplace to be?
Not really. I mean, I can't stay here, of course. And again, there's no one waiting for me back in Calaglia either. Plenty of ditches along the road. Maybe I'll find one to die in.
How about a fresh start?
After the kinds of things I've done, I don't know where I'd even begin.
How about?
Your father said that as long as you face the past, there's hope.
I think it might be a little late for that.
He also said he'd fought and lost all his life, but didn't regret it in the slightest. It's only over when you give up. Keep fighting, and even that wall inside you can be brought down. Don't you want to see what your dad saw on the other side of that wall? What he was fighting for?
Do you think I'm even worthy to?
That's for you to decide.
I'm sick of losing everything I love. Of running from life. Maybe all that's left is to just turn around and face it. Count me in.
Let's do it.
Finally. I thought you'd never finish. We've still got a ways to go.
Here we go, Hoodle.
Befriended Law, Master Core of Light, Master Core Light.
This armor was a gift from Bregan. What if it really did belong to a Danon hero once upon a time?
Hey, Hey, did you make off with that armor while none of us were looking? Because I've gotta admit, you look pretty snazzy in it.
He didn't steal it, if that's what you mean. Bregan gave it to him as a parting gift.
Ah, right. Although it makes sense, I guess. It's like a symbol of rebellion in its own way.
Which is why it should have been your father wearing this.
Armor upgrade. It's
Not
epic.
me.
I love it.
I don't know. I don't think he could have pulled it off like you, man.
But I didn't get
I
new
wonder what
armor
the
with
last
it.
wearer of this armor was dreaming of for Cyslodia when they decided to rise up and fight.
Who knows? Anyone who could have answered that is long gone. Truth is always lost with the departed.
Are you saying there's no point in trying to understand why they gave up their lives?
No, only that it's impossible to know for sure. Look, I can tell that you're concerned about Cyslodia's future, but we do have other things to take care of. You can't shoulder all of the world's problems, Alphen. If you try to, you'll only find yourself buried by the weight of it all.
Yeah, I know. My path is forward, and I'll do what I can, here and now.
You were born in Calaglia, right, Law?
Oh yeah. It's scalding hot all the time there, so I was shocked when I learned Cyslodia is the exact opposite. Not to mention dark.
Not anymore, thankfully.
How did you even manage to cross the border between realms? All 5 realms are supposed to be closed off, due to the nature of the crown contest.
What? Is this an interrogation now?
I didn't mean it like that. I just figured if a Danon like you was able to slip between realms, it could come in handy later.
Ah, good thinking. I don't think I really did anything all that creative, though.
What? Don't tell me you climbed over the walls of fire.
Juice
Oh,
for the
hell
pub.
no. Not even Zoogles could do something that crazy. Nah, I stowed away.
In what?
Oh,
Collector's
you'll
Corner.
like this. The realms don't maintain much contact with each other.
We'll do
But there
those
are
in
resources
just a moment.
each is looking to trade for. So, there are cargo convoys from each of the lords that go around a few times a year to lend those resources to each other.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
I'm so sore.
That was the only time the gates of Calaglia would ever open up.
Right. Obviously, they don't let Danons ride with them. So I snuck on board inside some cargo instead.
So you were carried out of the realm? You did great not getting caught. Way to go.
Let's just say I've always had a knack for sneaking around since I was little. I was also really desperate to get the hell out of Calaglia at the time. I had more guts than brains that day. If I had to guess, I probably wasn't the first one to ever do something like that. Danon or Renan.
I wonder if that's how Ganabelt, was able to hear about what happened in Calaglia so quickly.
So in other words, we should always assume that the enemy is informed about whatever it is that we may be up to, wherever we go.
Is it all done? Oh, buddies. Buddies! Alright, watch out. Move. Move. Thank you, buddies. Thank you for moving out of the way. Alright, so today's theme co-op. Where's the button? There's the button. There's the button. And then also, let me just make sure I am seeing what y'all are seeing. Today's theme co-op. I'll pull it up over here. It is a Mr. Sly Cooper. Pull it out of the box. And show him off. He is actually the least detailed of the 3 this week. But yeah, Sly Cooper is honestly my favorite character, one of my favorite characters of all time. I always wanted to do like a realistic Sly Cooper cosplay where like we're just humans dressed like the animals. Like I didn't want to do a fairy costume. I wanted to do like a humans that act as the gang of the Sly Cooper gang. And so like they like wear the masks and stuff kind of thing. It would have been cool. It would have been interesting. But it's got Sly Cooper. He's in a signature pose, standing on top of like perching on top of a building. He's got his hook. It shows off the fur. There's not really much else to show off. He's got the tail and awesome everything else. Sly Cooper is just, I love Sly Cooper. I wish they would do like a remake of the games. Because I do own the trilogy on the PlayStation. Was that a PS3 game? Yeah, I own the trilogy as a PS3 game. I also own the fourth game as a PS3 game. But I don't think I have... I might have a working PS3. But I don't know if the PS5 will play them. So I might have to hook up my PS3 to do them. But one of these days, I might actually play the Sly Cooper games for you guys. But yeah, if you don't know anything about Sly Cooper, he's a thief. Sly Cooper, Thievius Raccoonus. There's, I believe it's 4 games. Like I said, I played the first 3. I never got into the 4th one. But he's one of my favorite characters. I love him a lot. Yes. Fucking Sony produced games. Yeah. So, PlayStation exclusives is what I was going for. If, at least at the... I think they're considered PlayStation exclusives. All of these characters are exclusives. Last of Us comes out like in like a week. It comes out on PC, which console exclusivity. I'd still consider that console exclusive. But I think Last of Us is actually already out on PC. But it is, they all are, if you didn't notice here, let me pop this back over. If you look at it, this is what I made sure not to show off the box. They all say PlayStation on them. They're all from like the PlayStation collection. Boo consoles. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a console player, man. Nothing wrong with being somebody who likes their consoles. I like my consoles. Oh, be quiet, cat. Come on now. So did that hall open up? But yes, congrats numbers for making the guess. It is PlayStation exclusive,
we're going in.
or just PlayStation properties in general. Anything about PlayStation, I would have accepted, basically. I took my armor from there. Where's that sword at? Oh, that's the sword I'm using. That's the sword I had. Does it, like... Sin Cleaver Blade? Sin Cleaver... Okay, so it did upgrade my armor. That's cool. 8 exclusives. I honestly, that's most... That used to be most of the reason as to why I would get... consoles were specifically for the exclusive. Like, I had a 360, I had an Xbox One. I played the Xbox One like 3 times. I'll have to research how to get through that doorway, because I thought I checked everything here. God, these maps are bad. I'll have to research how to get through the 2 doors in this area. Third floor has nothing. Oh, the horns are not part of the armor. The horns are a new thing that I got.
I don't sense any more enemies.
Well, yeah, there shouldn't have been any enemies in there. We already cleared the castle. But congrats on guessing the other PlayStation exclusives. I was thinking that one was going to be a little too easy. But I guess it wasn't. Thanks, man. Next time I'll bring my mom with me. Oh, but I can't wait to see you.
Hmm?
Met somewhere. Just thinking about loud. I swear it said thinking about loud. It's over at Claglia, that was impressive stuff. What you did. People I read it are going to do to me. Right out here, maybe even lynch me. Blame them after everything I'd done. Parents after. Yeah, well, they died. Oh. What the hell was I thinking back then? It's been like a day. Jesus.
Hey.
Try things around. Don't throw the rest of your life away. I mean, that was my second guess, but I dropped the more interesting theme idea first. And that was a good. Like, honestly, I didn't put those together, or at least I don't think I would have had something that could have gone with that. I have to think of, yeah, I don't think I have any characters that are any other characters that are like missing senses. I don't have a Black Bolt, so I don't have that. You way overestimated me for sure. So you're telling me to start living for others now, just my parents. You're a big hero. You take it or leave it. I'm just telling you what to do in your shoes. No, we're gonna liberate Dana. Look, I've been 50-50 on trying to decide if I want to keep doing the theme co-op, mostly because I'm running out of theme ideas.
You guys.
Sure, we're happy to have you. But are you sure you don't want to head back to Calaglia?
Like, I'm running out of ideas, but it's also all my Funko Pops are just piled up and not really. Is this leads to the next? This leads to the next area.
I can help yet, but for now.
So once they're not, once I can like get them to all be like one-on-one with each other, or not one-on-one, but like if I can get them all to kind of stop for a few weeks or something. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's something fun to figure out. I need to spend more time trying to figure it out and not just like, oh, like 10 of 12 on a Monday. Oh shit, that's right. I have to do theme co-pops. Craft accessories. Still can't do that one. Do it once a month or something. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out, because that's start doing something different each week, get more ideas. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm trying to figure out, is what else I could do each week. I could step away from Funko Pops and just try general other collectibles that I have. But part of the issue with the Themeco Pop and why I'm running out of ideas is because I've basically stopped. I didn't stop collecting them. But I haven't really collected and gone out and gotten new ones that often anymore. I used to go out once a week just to look at stores to see if they had one, and I would limit myself to like 1 or 2 a week. Yeah, I've been sent pictures of them or articles of them trashing full stock of things, and like they're just they were a fad. They were a strong fad, and I fell into it. It was more of a dopamine rush for me. It was I started collecting them in 2021, and I spent 2019 to 2021, midway through 2021, not really having anything to spend my money on and whatnot. Yeah, pretty much Beanie Babies. And so, like, I went on vacation. Like, my buddy bought me this Godzilla up here. It's gonna be a pain to get that out. Isn't it? Hold on. My buddy, Bofidis, he bought me this Godzilla here. I don't know if you guys can quite see it, but this one is a Barnes and Noble. Or no, did he buy me this one? Yeah, he bought me this one, which was a Barnes and Noble exclusive. The atomic breath actually glows, and maybe his eyes as well glows in the dark. So he bought me this one, and then took me to the shop, the comic shop that he goes to, that that sells. It has like a full wall of them, and so I went and looked, and they had the entire collection of that one. So I was like, all right, well, I have to buy all of these. And then when I went on vacation to Cincinnati that year, I think I bought like a good 15 or 20 of them, because I spent a lot of downtime in Cincinnati. So I would just go to different malls and different stores while I was out there. And it was I think I bought about 10. And like they were doing a buy two get one free sale at that time, and so I was just like buying all of the characters I liked. So yeah, it is absolutely, you're right. The company is definitely not doing great right now when it comes to Funko, because they mass produced them so much and people stopped buying them. I got a new thing. And I think that was that the allure for a while was like, oh, these are limited, and people like, and then they just made too many of all of them. There's some that I have that were supposed to be exclusives that I bought a year and a half ago that they were out of stock, that they keep getting more and more stock. And yeah, everyone's broke now. Like, if I could maybe afford to do one a week, but some of the stores, they charge just way too much, especially. So, like, it's generally $15 retail for a Funko Pop. But, let's see, do I have any bigger ones over here? No. So, I don't know if you guys can see the Jurassic Park ones. Those are $25, because they're just bigger. And then if you were to get an exclusive, what's it called? Fuck, what's the company? A Hot Topic exclusive. They charge $20 for their exclusives, and it's just, yeah, it's too expensive of a hobby. That's also the same. Like because of Hype Pokey Pete, I was buying a lot of Pokemon cards, and I kept buying more and more and more, and like that got too expensive, and I was just like, I gotta stop and save my money. I actually added a lot of debt to my credit card because of Funko Pops and Pokemon cards, because I'm a fucking idiot. So like maybe at some point when I am like actually making real money again and have spare money to spend, I might start buying more. But like I kind of want to get other different collectibles, but they're even more expensive. Like that's the other reason why Funko Pops are more accessible. It's only $15, $20. Whereas like the other things that I've been seeing that I want, they're like sideshow collectible, like figures and things like that are $150, $200, $300 sometimes. Boy. Let's see. Devastation increased. Your death attack. I don't have room for stuff. Also, Quentin steals all our plushies now. he loves plushies. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's do Flaming Edge Burst on him. She can get oh damn, 360, 340, 480, 520. Jesus, 1500. Holy crap. Even this, KO Prevention, 800. Increase boost strike damage, last shot. Let's do this last shot. And I don't think she can learn anything else. She's got 370. Let's do Gale Force for her. Increased counterattack damage, increased evasion damage.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
What's up, Kim Sedek? I love. Is that a duck? It's supposed to be like DuckTales? Woo! 5 different plushy things, and only one was bought for Nezuko. Oh, it's Nezuko. Okay, I can see it now. Yeah, right. The thing made it kind of look like a duckbill from this with the size and like I also see it very transparent, so I couldn't quite make out what it was. I love that. Nezuko! Field guide, activity records, the owl, discover a few owls. I should head back. Wait for the young man to pick out some clothes. Giant Zoogle hunt. I hope there's like a faster. Yeah, this map is bad. Because I don't know if there's. There is a quest here in Sisligan, in the hideout. Only one we bought for him in there is Squirtle, because he has good taste.
We finally made it.
Right. Well?
So it was more than marriage. We'll handle it.
Right.
Going the snow plane hurts. Chase, he generally tries to steal my plushies too. He's a butthead. Silver Plains, Highland Cabin. Slowly collectively the Owl Forest.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Owl spotter. Guys, remember, we are 3 away from our goal. 3 away from 300. Something I've been trying to push for almost a year now. Scarlet inherited coat, blue inherited coat.
Look, it's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't
I love
worry.
this little butterfly.
Can you understand them?
Of course not. I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it. From both of them.
Hoodle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, by the way, I was going through Steam, and it is insane. There's $150 worth of DLC for this game. And some of it isn't even DLC, it's just more money, because they know they made the money system terrible in this. We can go do some of these side quests and these other in Ulzebek. Do come back with his new outfit?
Mm-hmm.
When are you gonna go out and get your new clothes then?
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, yeah. Hey. Just great.
Hey!
Good.
What?
Central, so I don't expect you. Taking route. Yes. But as I was saying, guys, don't...
Is this your idea of atonement?
I never put much thought into what would come after.
Don't forget, we are 3 away from Themco Pop theme. Not Themco Pop. Man, what am I trying to say? We are 3 away from what's it called? From my goal of 300, something I've been trying for a long time.
In the future.
If you guys want to do me a huge favor, make sure to share the page, share the channel, get people to follow us. Also, real quick, I'm going to throw down this link. If you haven't watched it yet, check out my YouTube video. It is Stream Highlights. It's a series I'm going to start doing. Try and post it once a week, where I put a highlight of a good match in Apex or a good Monster Hunter hunt or just something cool or fun that happened. I'm going to try to edit down a video for Hi-Fi Rush and for Jedi Fallen Order, as well as for this game once we get to that point. But yeah, just go check that out. Give me a subscribe. I'm trying to grow that channel as well. Yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. How, if I haven't asked you already, how was your Thursday? How was your week? Are you excited for the weekend? Thank you again, Bellers, for the lurk. We should probably do some shoutouts real quick too while I'm at it. I think we got Bellers here, and we got Universe here. Come on, Universe. Come on, work. Let's try it again. There we go. I don't know why it doesn't always work. And we got Bubbles is here. Check all of them out as well.
I guess.
All right.
How's this?
Oh. How's the...
Thanks.
My weakness, I finally got Excalibur and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Nice, congrats. That's awesome. It was around the village. closer? No. Just go to Ulzbek. A lot of homework, man. What are you talking about? Making these videos? Couldn't find the last key to it for the longest time. Oh, is it?
I was wondering why she'd gone quiet. She's still eating.
Is it one of those things where, like, they don't tell you where the keys are? Telling me to check all that stuff out. Oh, I mean, check it on your own time. You don't have to do it right now. I know Universe is live right now. Bubbles is working, so Bubbles isn't live right now, but you can go check out Universe. And check out Bellers the next time she's live.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Out of our way!
Come and face me!
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
This is the quest I should have picked up before I left.
A lot of it's metal, but some of it could still be usable.
Only if we drive off the Zoogles, though. Is the area worth the trouble? I suppose we won't be running out of work anytime soon.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware with that.
You don't know found it by accident. Okay.
My fists are crushing
That's
it
good
out
at
there.
least. Mad people playing the like 10 to 20 minute Resident Evil 4 demo. Is it not available on Steam? Can you not play it on PC? Or just can you not play it right now?
I think it's safe to rest here now.
I don't care. I know I'm getting it. Yeah, true.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Hey.
Gotcha.
Right.
The demo ends after you do the big village fight. Oh, that's
You seem happy for
it's
someone who just
literally
went on a
no
wild
time at
goose
all,
chase.
really.
Hey, when you're free, there's no need to sweat the small stuff.
Oh, it's no skin off my nose. But if
Level am I? 16? Yeah.
we're done here already, can we get back to our mission?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get...
Leon still says the bingo line, so the greatest game ever made.
Demon Fang! I'll work right through! I'm not done!
come in handy.
Flew away!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Try harder! My turn!
Here. Don't mind.
You're
Where's the red pile?
no escape! I'm on his side!
Didn't even break a sweat.
I need to pay attention to his arts. None of these have a flaming edge. So raining slash, I don't really care for. Severing wind. Let's see, sonic thrust. I like double demon fang. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna take swallow blade, and I'm gonna grab sonic thrust. I'm gonna get rid of destruction. I don't like destruction. It's a cool attack, but it takes too long to execute. So that's gonna be the lightning thrust axe. Swallow blade, lightning thrust. Mirage and Stardust, which these both have. Rising Phoenix and Aerial Strike.
Hi, Hoodle.
Swallow blade! Blow away!
When does he say bingo? I can't remember.
You're in good form.
Oh, don't fall.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle. This will be a delicious piece of cake.
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong. What about me?
Oh, right. Okay. I forgot about that.
Here I go.
Now, whatever you do, just stay away from the sword.
I'm on. Be still. Mirage.
Just so stupid. And the demo thing gives it
All we have to do is get rid of that
such a big
thing,
build up.
right?
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Hi, Hoodle.
Swallow blade.
Psych.
Try this. Come and face me. I'll end you. Take this.
Feel.
Burn.
Glacial Satan. This is evil. Now.
Crush. I'm out.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Here I come. I'm not done. No choice. Swallow blade. Eat this. Come one, come all.
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have
So-
to.
Quick question
Looks like it could be worth something.
for you guys. The scene with everyone stopping the fight and going into the church is like 2 solid minutes long. I just watched it. So it's a whole thing in the demo. It's like it's
I
so
think it's safe to rest here now.
early in the game too when that happens.
Hmm?
Right.
Damn.
I guess.
1800 gold, 175 SP. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that the
Huh?
demo would stop
I
there,
think
but
someone's
still.
calling out for us.
It seems like so early for the demo to stop.
Oh, hey.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Survey says. The gun looks great though. I don't know. I'm a little down on the game. I'm not sure. I know I'm not gonna get it day one for me. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I'll probably get it when it's on a good sale. I don't 100% think it needs the remake or the remaster. Hype in Resident Evil 4, Kim Static.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Yeah, school, there's something for some mine. The execution platform is Central Plaza. You should really press for that. Stuff tense up. I wish the map was better. Like, I'm glad, like, pretty much every point in this city has a fast travel, but going through the map and trying to find everything you need to go to, it's just, it's a little rough, man. Well, in that case, underground prison system beneath Gannivelt's old manor, remember? I don't care what you do to get rid of it, but bury it, blow it up, whatever. Shut up, place. Can't use this prison again.
Did we get everything?
Yeah, let's report back to Bregan.
But yeah, when it comes to Resident Evil 4, I'm not 100% sold on it. From what I'm seeing, and like this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but to me, like, it feels like it's going to be very much one-to-one, very much the same. And I just played Resident Evil 4 in October, so maybe next October I'll get it. But I don't have that urge to play that again this soon.
All right. Got it.
Dude, I did 9 fucking Resident Evil games in a month. I'm gonna take a break from Resident Evil. I'm about to do that point redemption and make you play it. You would. Alright, let's do this.
What?
That ain't funny. Hey.
I should have started using that for games I want to buy but want to see in action first, like the last spell just left early access. I don't know what the fuck the last spell is.
Say?
Remember, the one to have me buy a game is the more expensive one, just a reminder. Indie strategy tower defense roguelike. I might have heard of it. I'm not 100% sure. But the one where 45k, bro. Yeah. But the one where it's pick a game that I already have is the cheaper one.
That ain't funny.
The one is a one-time session. The other one is play it all the way through.
Yeah.
So as I was saying before we get into this
Zephyr's
fight,
words got through to him.
what
things he risked his
game
life
do
to
you
save
guys want to see
were
me
worth
play
it.
during the week?
I just hope he got through. all
Besides
the
Tales of
Might take
Arise,
some
I'm gonna
time.
take once a week to play something else. So what other games would you want me to check out? What other games would you want to see me play like once a week? Do you want me to get back into Monster Hunter? I was gonna wait until the next title update, but that's not until I'm thinking May, because I didn't get World. No, I didn't get. I wouldn't want to do World just yet, because that means I'd have to play through all of World to get to the end game to get to everything. So if I did get World, it would have to be after I beat whatever game I'm currently beating or playing. Level 21, Polycephalus.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
In here! Two heads!
Jesus Christ.
There! The flashing parts, their weak points! Here's the healing arm!
Double demon fang!
Raging cascade!
Burn! I'm just getting stuck!
Sleep now!
I'm not done! Double demon fang!
Amazing.
Swallow blade! Eat this! Double demon fang! I'm not shattering up! Try this! You're finished!
Air thrust!
Double demon fang!
I
can carve through armor! Swallow blade!
Air thrust! Cover the counter! I'm out of
Take
the
this! You're on! You're mine! I'm on! Double demon fang! Slash!
Something's wrong with me.
You're not feeling great. Fall back and rest.
I may just have to take you up.
Oh, there's a sweet spot. I found it.
Here's a healing arm! First lightning to death!
Here I come!
Thunder blade!
Eat double demon fang!
Here's a healing arm!
This one's all mine!
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Eat this!
Confiscated! Freeze laser!
Double demon fang!
In the wind! Air thrust!
Double demon
Thunder
fang!
blade handle! Light astral energy! Lightning to death!
Eat this! Burn it!
Here, let me help! Primed and ready!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Armor won't save you!
Steering time! Reload!
Double demon
Bring you
fang!
back! Where are you going?
Big blast!
I'll bring you back from death.
Nice.
Reeling!
Take it down!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Mirage! Try this!
Resuscitate!
Infernal torrent!
Here, let me help.
Double demon fang!
I'll end you.
Watch this!
Gale force! Glacial spear!
Rise
Here's
and
the
beat
eagle!
it!
They're not playing around! Freeze lancer! Here, let me help.
Shit.
Can't end here!
I didn't mean to use that much.
Raging
Not
cascade!
my finest.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Here, let me help.
I owe you one.
First aid! Gale force!
Oh, shit.
I'll
This
bring you
should do
back
it.
from death's abyss.
Double demon fang!
Bring you back from
Take
death's
this.
abyss.
It's over!
Resuscitate! I'll be saving
It's
this
over.
one. Take this. Go. I'm opening forward.
Slash!
More red.
Infernal torrent! Here I come!
Here, let me help. Lock this.
Here I come!
This one's mine. Here, let me help.
Throw away! Lightning thrust!
Thank you.
Try harder! My turn!
Reload.
Hit Eat
Take
this!
the red. Here, let me help. This
now.
one's mine. Wind astral energy. Here's a healing arm.
Demon fang!
The enemy is going all out.
Ready and ready.
Downfall.
I can carve through armor.
Dance in the wind. Light astral energy. Here's a healing arm. I can't heal you forever. Get out of there with you. Back into the fray. Dance in the wind.
Double demon fang!
Here, let me help. First aid. That one. Here goes.
Almost there.
Or close enough. Take it away, Roll.
I thought you'd never ask.
Mirage!
Burning.
Eat this! There!
Here's a healing arm.
Oh, you are gonna
I owe you one.
I didn't realize that my CP went so low.
Now you see what I can do. I'm just getting started. Double demon bang. Here I come.
I'm impressed. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
It's finished.
Let's do it.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
Consider yourself finished.
You gotta pay attention to so much in this battle system. I love it. It's so good. Astral Flower 1, a magical flower that grants the owner plus 10 CP. Crystallized astral energy gives an iridescent. Key to the hidden chamber.
There's always room for improvement.
So close to dying. But also, I haven't rested. And so my CP hasn't recovered. I mean, I haven't really fought anything that, like, costs CP to heal me, so... dropping items, though handy, it'll take luck to healthily replenish.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
If I could craft a bunch of lucky bangles. Alright, so that should be the end of that quest. So... there we go.
We finally made it.
I see.
Right.
Hey.
I'm in the first place. Deserve a lot of credit, Lo.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
What else?
Hey!
Well...
Back and forth. So start trading with Clagley. I'm guessing they rugged if they want to make the trip.
Right.
Oh, the big thing. Gotta go fight that thing now.
Yeah! All right.
It should give me the level of the enemy. Oh. Let's do skill panel. 1,000 points. I can increase my max AG. Hold on. Guarding. Yeah, let's pop this up again for him, for her. Oh, I should have done the KO prevention. That's cool. Increase elemental attack strength based on the number of L's gathered. L's met 80%. Items collected 50%. Games eject Darkest Dungeon Game Pass, Wandering Village Steam, Chained Echoes Game Pass, but Big Indie RPG, and Dead Cells Game Pass. So I've seen Wandering Village. I know that's on sale right now. That is a possibility because that's like a city builder type thing where you're on the back of like a turtle or some shit. 3, 6. Looks exactly my speed. Yeah, it's been on my that's been on my wish list for a while. You're right. It definitely is my speed.
We've reached our destination.
Lucky Bangle, increase drop. Lucky Pebble. So I make those. This is what I don't like, is that you can only enhance the ones that she's crafted. Just kind of lame. I mean, that is a possibility. I could even just do like City Skylines or something once a week. But it's just in general, what games would you want to see me play? Because it could be some more Apex, it could be City Skylines, it could be 7 Days to Die. It's just, like, I'm not set to playing only one other game while I'm playing through this. But it's just like a random whatever game, and I just want to know what you guys would be more interested in watching. Let's buy one of those. Eggs. Skin armor. Gel. Power Washer Simulator. I mean, it is on Game Pass. Let's hack up with the kebab. You know what? Yes. Law's making that.
This is perfect. I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
I mean, Power Washer Simulator, it would be a nice chill stream. And it's definitely, I can put together some silly content or whatever with it. Elven Grotto. Boo, Apex, boo. Look, I know you don't like it, but I do know some people that do like it. But like also at the same time, I'm a little hesitant to do Apex like as frequently right now because where's, there we go. It's part of this place. Just because once we reach our what's it called? Our goal of 300, we'll be playing that a lot. So yeah, once we reach 300 followers, we'll be playing ranked Apex for a month, or for at least 4 days a week. is my goal. So, or at least 4 streams a week. We might do other games within that. Icky. Just to see how things go. See how good we can get. Let's go to White Silver Plains real quick. Is there a faster? Yeah. Hold on. Wait, no, it doesn't matter. Because I still have to go around. What are these guys weak to? Are they weak to wind?
Hi, Hoodle.
I think they're weak to wind. So if I switch Lightning Thrust with Severing Wind.
We're in good form.
This is the problem with this game, is if the enemies are lower level than you, you don't really gain much experience, if any at all. Like, you don't gain any experience at all. So, like, let's see. These guys are level 14.
Out of our way!
Let's just wait and see how much experience we get.
Barely a blip on our radar.
It didn't even... 20 experience. So, like, they don't want you to grind. You need to fight things that are significantly stronger than you in order to get good experience.
Let's dispose of the trash.
That's enough. No escape. You're on. You're mine. You're finished. This one's all mine. Strike.
This could be useful.
Get lost!
You're finished.
Let's make sure they all use
Barely a
wind
blip
attacks.
on our radar.
So once we get to the enemy, just up and around. Make sure they're all set with, or make sure she's set with mostly using wind attacks. Looking at you seeing this Fallout 4 survival runs could be fun. Ooh, survival run of Fallout 4. That could be interesting. I would want to download the mod to start, to not have the normal start.
We got the advantage. Good.
Do I have Slime Rancher?
Keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on.
We're in good form.
I didn't even realize I had Slime. I guess I got it from like a Humble Bundle or something.
Guess I misread the landing. That Zoogle looks tough, but
I think we're game for it, yeah.
Gale Force. Swallow's Flight. I don't know what else they're weak to. I don't know how I may have given it to you with a Humble because I bought it for... Yeah, maybe. I'm not really sure.
Breeze. Get in, get it.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them part to your heart's content.
You make good work of them. Want me to pick a slot then? Just pointing it out.
Let's do it!
You picked the wrong fight.
Where are you going?
Big blast. I can carve through. You're mine.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Mega ray! More time! Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind!
Wizard of Legend, is that it? I guess that's probably another. Most of everything I have is Humble Bundle for sure. I don't keep I don't remember most of what I've gotten in my on my wish list or on my Amazon list.
Severing wing. Here we go.
So much for sitting this fight out.
If that wouldn't be a complaint, I'd say.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
I was expecting it to be harder.
With
More
this,
CP, nice.
I can become even stronger.
I found some equipment.
Wizard is a roguelite with an avatar-inspired combat system. Did I just get something that I heard that was weaker than my armor? I guess maybe because they had expected you to...
Let me take a look at it.
Did it earlier, yes. All the elemental shit was originally very Last Airbender, and they built on it over time. Okay, I'll have to look into it. I have a lot of games available to me. I should have just fast traveled.
Out of our way!
It's over.
Played it a lot. It's fun. But this button, and this button, and this button, and here. All of that. So many different buttons just to find where I need to go on a map.
Didn't break a sweat.
All right.
Is there one more? I'm assuming there's one more. Nope. Here we go. Time to move forward into the new.
We've reached our destination.
Next area. But these are pretty good ideas. I like the idea of doing a oh, it tells you when you've actually talked to somebody. That's cool. I like the idea of maybe trying like a survival Fallout 4 run.
Where does that drawbridge connect to?
No idea, but I've seen it get lowered. It can't be lowered from this side anyway, so it's useless to us.
It's on. Swallow blade.
Let the marksman handle this! Glacial spear! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Double demon fang.
Now!
It's over.
Lightning condemned!
You're mine. Eat this. Strike.
Thunderblade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Maybe some Timberborn. We haven't played Timberborn in forever. Maybe we could do occasional city skylines. Set that up as like a highlight, or set that up as something on YouTube as well. Figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Poodle.
The tide of battle has turned. That's the power of comrades in arms. Right. Comrades in arms.
Good. Too sentimental? My fists are crushing it
Remnant
out
2
there.
looks so fucking good, and man, I don't have it yet. Remnant 2. I don't know that one.
Little help.
Double demon fang!
Eat this. Arc
Take
Steel.
it! Burn in hell!
Mega Ray. Raging
I'll
Cascade.
smash you! Here I come!
Now, let me help.
Double kill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Hey,
My lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Thunder.
We're in good form!
Remnant. Was that? Wait, Remnant. I'm trying to think. Was that the tower defense shooter? No. Soulish game.
Man, I'm famished.
Dark Souls with guns. Do I have Remnant? Because I am looking for a new Souls-ish game to play at some point. I've been playing with the idea of doing another poll after I beat this and
I won't forgive you.
oh boy, I didn't mean to sacrifice that much health.
Comrades in arms.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever
Well,
say
someone
no?
seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that, Shia.
And still as humble
Maybe
as
not on
ever.
Steam, I don't think.
This is barely target
Maybe on
practice.
PlayStation.
Then why
I
bother
don't know.
fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
But I've been playing with the idea of doing either Bloodborne or Demon's Souls. Oh shit, son of a bitch.
Guess I misread the landing.
Me and Shahid have bothered. Got 100% on that bitch. Nice. But one of my next games, or at some point throughout the year, there's so much coming out this year, so like, I have to figure out what I do want to play. There's so much that came out last year that I never got, like God of War. I still want to get the next God of War, and stuff like that as well. So there's a lot on the list of games that I want to play.
You.
Aren't these guys also weak to wind?
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
You know,
Without you
watching
reminding
really
me.
makes me realize.
Makes you realize what?
Maybe thinking too much.
Exactly. Don't think. Just keep swinging. My fists are crushing it out there.
Fists are crushing it out there. I'm surprised I still can't fish.
Are they edible?
Sure, they're edible, but we've got no way to catch any.
I wonder if something happened.
Who?
There it is. The Save Remnant is only soul-like game with a good multiplayer co-op. Okay.
Look,
I'll
Poodle,
have to
one
look
of your
into it.
buddies.
What's wrong?
And whatever game I do decide to play once a week outside of this doesn't have to be the same game every week. It's just gonna be like, maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. It depends. You do 100% in co-op, which is nice.
Really?
Ah!
Sure.
frozen. Wait, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Game Pass. Game Pass is definitely a good call for that. Even like silly games, like there's like a parking game or something. It's supposed or like a driving game, a silly like arcade driving game or something like that.
Hey!
Well? What?
This is exquisite.
Shion.
What?
Very nice.
Apple pie. Nice.
Boy. Talk about a spry old man.
I can't wait to see him again.
You really like that.
I could go for apple pie as well. Let me tell you, I last week when I went, last week, I went food shopping, or I went shopping for something last week, and it was my cheat day. It was on Sunday,
I hate
or on
camping
Saturday.
out.
I had my cheat day, and so I got these little chocolate cookies while I was out, and let me tell you, it's been a struggle to not eat them every day. Such a struggle to not eat them every day.
Gotta break through. Double demon fang.
Not on my watch.
Try harder. Not a chance.
That feels kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably do something about that.
I have no limits.
Leave the enemy art to me.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
He's just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Nicely done.
And I'm just like, anytime I open that cabinet, I'm just like, oh, I could go for one of these cookies. I could really just use one of these cookies. But like, I'm just, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I want a cookie though. I want one. I can't.
I guess even someone as
Anything else?
fashionable as you wouldn't know a whole lot about Dan and armor, right?
Not really, no. Like, what's with that scarf? I don't remember that being with any of the armor we found back there.
Oh, well, remember how you told me you thought I'd look good wearing some blue? I took your advice to heart.
Oh.
Decided to give it a go.
More dropped items. Let's go with this. Let's talk to
Mind
Law.
if I join you, Law?
Anyway, gonna lurk a bit. Hit me up if
Hey, Alphen.
over the weekend
When do you find
or
the time to
whatever. If
train?
you need help with modding,
What's
Law.
brought this
Absolutely.
on all of a sudden?
It's just, even without the blazing sword, you'd still be able to hold your own, right? But I never see you training.
I'd hardly call it a regimen. Unless exchanging blows with Zeugles counts.
I mean, sure, I get that real-life practice beats training any day. But you must have the odd trick or two up your sleeve.
I just told you. I really don't.
Wait, I've got it. It's your armor, right? You channel the extra weight into your strikes and...
It's actually not as heavy as it looks.
So not the armor, huh? In that case...
Just calm down a little, would you? Why are you so fixated on this anyway?
Well, because I want to make myself stronger.
You're strong enough as it is. I almost feel sorry for those Renin soldiers.
It's not enough. I need to keep working to get stronger. I won't allow myself to fail anyone again.
Law?
I'm useless the way I am now. If someone else dies because of me...
Law!
Sorry. Spiraling into self-doubt won't do me any favors. I know that.
None of us are invincible, Law. We're all just getting by, doing the best we can.
That's all we can ask of each other, right?
Shoulders are so sore.
It's as good a place as any to start, I guess.
To start what?
My new training regimen, of course. And what better way to kick it off than push-ups? 1, 2, 3.
You better have good form, otherwise those push-ups aren't gonna really get you
I
anywhere.
admire your enthusiasm. Just don't overdo it, okay?
Just wait. You'll see how strong I can get. See you guys tomorrow.
It should let you, every time you camp, you should be allowed to talk to
I
someone.
feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Law?
Yeah, sorry. Just a little travel weary is all. Looking forward to finally getting out of here, you know?
Still beating yourself up about your dad, aren't you?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But that's not what I was just thinking about.
Oh?
I never did tell you how I ended up hanging around with the Snake Eyes, did I?
Not properly. All I know is you had a falling out with your dad and ran away from home.
Getting to Cislodia almost killed me. Once there, though, I actually ended up joining a resistance organization, believe it or not. Of course, before long, someone ratted us out. And we were ambushed by the Snake Eyes. I'd never seen such brutality. If I hadn't surrendered...
Law?
I don't know why. They let me live. They made me watch as they butchered my friends right in front of my eyes. I still have nightmares. I hear roars of Zeugles as my friends scream. The snow stained red with blood. And all the while, those bastards laughing. I thought that with Ganabelt defeated, I'd be able to put it all behind me. Turns out that was a little optimistic. I was terrified they would kill me too. So I wound up betraying the memory of my friends and getting my old man killed in the process. I wonder if I'm any braver now. What if one day I panic again and end up running away like always?
And leave us behind? You really think you'd do that?
I hope not. But who's to say what I'm really capable of?
Ah! I found you.
Something wrong, Rinwell?
How very perceptive of you. When I turned around, you were gone, so we came back to look for you.
Maybe tell us next time you decide to stop? We need all our manpower to face these Zeugles.
Geez, okay. I can't help it when nature calls, can I?
Nature? Ew, gross! Here?
Let's make tracks, shall we?
I hope he makes it through this.
You invited him along. He's your liability.
He's Zephyr's son, Shion. What was I supposed to do? Just leave him?
Fine. Just don't come crying to me about it, all right? I've got enough deadbeats slowing me down as it is.
She's such a bitch.
Why did people dig this path so far underground?
Maybe it was too dangerous on the mountains for them to traverse over them.
So you're saying that before Dana was conquered, Danans made this so that they'd have a way to get through the mountains?
If I had to guess, they might have even lived inside of these once upon a time.
Not like there's any way of knowing now. Not after all our history was lost.
No, it wasn't lost. It was stolen from us by the Renans because they thought slaves didn't need it. And because keeping it around would have made it harder to control us.
It's not all gone. Look at that over there.
What is it? It looks like a broken piece from a dish or something.
Probably. It's true the Renans erased a lot of our history. But if we look hard enough, I think we'll find there's still plenty of it left. But first, we have to win the freedom to even look for it.
We'll win it all right.
We got
Then
this.
we'll reclaim our history.
Gone! Victory wins! You're All yours. We did it. Not again. Strike. Mirage. Never again. Put you through.
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
And a copper
Isn't that
junk.
good?
Play along, would you?
Mushrooms.
I guess Messia is the first place we met. Hala.
Yeah, I was a snake eye and you were a silver sword. Who would have thought we'd end up on the same team?
You make an odd pair, it's true.
You guys are the odd ones, running with a Renin.
Give me some fish. Oh, gold. Okay. I'll take money instead of fish. I'm guessing. These guys are gonna be weak to lightning. I'm guessing it.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
My lady?
Something you wanted to say? Glad you had your ears.
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Do it!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Well then, let's keep moving.
101 experience. Who lit these pyres? Why are they lit?
Hi, Hoodle.
Oh,
I'll take you all off. Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
Flying free? Why can't they just sit still?
Sheila, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I never miss.
I owe you one.
We're in the home stretch, guys.
Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
You're mine.
Do it!
Turbo Demon
Big blast!
That's what I like to hear.
Don't mind if I do. Do it! Just back it out again.
No escape.
Get on in there with the others. These enemies aren't sweet.
Split it open! No place here!
Here I go.
Double Demon Blade. Here I come. Swallow Blade. Eat this.
Here, healing art.
Swallow Blade.
Astral energy.
fire or lightning that he was using?
Well done. Let me help.
Hold together, just a little longer.
Thanks for the sympathy.
I don't know. I
We need you
can't
in
catch
form.
which one he's weak to.
Here.
I haven't been able to figure out if he's weak to lightning or fire. If not them, those things. Orange gel.
Little help!
Be still! Eat this! Swallow blade! Here I come! I'll smash it! You! Double demon fang! Play it now! Luna Rondo!
Luna Rondo.
Double demon fang! You're finished!
Glacial Spear. See what happened there if you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Swallow blade! Infernal turret!
Where we can fire.
I'm on Swallow blade! I'll run you through! Infernal turret!
Oh, I got 2 new arts for him. Art. Let's put Luna Rondo at that one. Oh, you know what? Let's put Luna Rondo at X. Put Stardust at A because that's a stronger one. And what was the Dragon Swarm? Our unleashes a fire slashes while charging forward. Boost gauge from enemy defeats. Support art the time raises one ally's penetration. Oh, that's cool.
I'm ready for the next battle.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Never miss.
You're mine! I'm on your finish! I'll run you through!
Reload now.
Here, let me help.
Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Glacial Spear.
Piercing.
So those are Ganon after all.
Something you want to say?
Not so long. You keep them pointed toward the enemy. Seems about right to me.
What do we got around this corner? Hang back here.
I won't forgive you.
Here I go! Try this!
Glacial Spear.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! Try this!
We're clean at house.
Let me take the rest of them.
Wow, someone's feeling lively.
This one's mine.
Throw it away!
Here's the healing dance in the wind. First aid. Air thrust.
Eat this! I'll run you through!
Photon flash. Raise
Luna Rondo!
First aid. Hey, that.
Don't get in trouble again.
Swallow blade! Take this!
Onward and upward.
That was a tough one. One more. 1, 2.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
What's that? Alexandrite in the dark, max HP 50%.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Not today! Dragon Floor!
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stocked up.
You're on!
Here's your healing art.
Now I'm in the groove.
Infernal Force!
More for the side.
Be still!
This armor won't save you.
Seems about right to me.
Little help. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Take this! It's over!
I'll be saving this one.
Be still!
More with that. Here I go. I never miss.
I'm not done!
Now.
Lightning Thrust! Lunar Rondo! Stardust!
Sweet dreams.
You're mine! Finish! Castle!
Now I'm in the groove.
You're mine!
Now. Get on in there with me.
Take this! Slide! Try this! Infernal Torrent! It's over! Try this one's all mine! Take this! No, you can't!
Glacial spear.
Take this!
Here's the evil.
Try this! Infernal Torrent! You're out!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Consider yourself finished.
That's some power you wield.
You're the...
Right, here to go!
Let me help. Not in your dreams.
Now I can let loose! I'm not done!
You.
It's over! Dragon Floor!
Now.
Be still! Stardust!
I'm on. Here's a healing. Hey, that. Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle?
Man.
Oh shit. My CP is low. Fuck.
Further.
This should do it!
In here.
Dragon Floor!
All right. It's
Infernal Torrent!
Here's the evil.
Not today!
You make quick work of it.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Castle! Lunar Rondo!
I'm only getting started.
You're on!
Now what?
You're finished!
Just the dust. Here goes. Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I realized my CP was low, under 60. Or at 60, jeez.
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
But also, the game even tells you don't fight everything at one point.
Here I go. I'm only getting started. Chinese supernova.
Lightning Thrust!
Lightning. Dark field. Here's a healing art.
All mine!
Field now.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Take this!
The game does at one point. It did say like, don't fight everything. It'll take too long.
You simply can't be too
I'm like,
strong
no,
in battle
you
as
fight
a part of your
everything.
everyday. All this
That's what
walking
you do
up
in
and
an
down
RPG.
is a pain.
Yeah, I wish we could just go straight through without all this hassle.
On the other hand, the collapsed parts let you reach some places you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Now that you mention it, it'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Swallow blade.
Raging Cascade!
I really owe you one.
Sleep now.
Swallow blade.
Here, let me help. Confiscated.
Here I go.
Now you see what I can do.
Here I go.
Dragon
And
Sword!
here. Catapult shield. Now, Mega Ray. Do it.
It's over!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Clam tentacles. So it's healing items have a limit of 15. All the rest of the items in the game don't have that limit.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt.
They're surrounding us. I never miss. Here goes. Lightning energy. Lightning condemned. Here.
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our backs.
Yes, ma'am.
It's over!
Here's a healing.
Let's clean it out!
Let me take the rest.
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade. See that?
That training's paying off!
Shatter it to pieces.
Swallow blade!
Lightning thrust.
Do it.
Eagle fly.
Be still!
There you go.
You're mine! You're on! Here I kick on! It's over!
Burning strike.
Glacial spear.
Struck!
I'm reaching my limit, you guys.
Damn. Guess we better be extra careful.
Shit, man. Just need more CP. More items. More orange gel. Because there's still... I gotta go back up here to check this area. Looks like there's like supposed to... Oh, underneath me. Never mind. I was looking at the mini-map. Like, why is it saying there's treasure underneath that? The mini-map. But it is underneath.
What a rush.
No backing down.
Lightning thrust! Take this!
You make quick work of them. Want me to pick up your drop then? Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
It's over! Struck! You're finished!
The tide of battle.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! That training's paying off! I'll run you through! Lightning thrust! still got a ways to go.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Oh, great.
Out of our way! Dance in the window! I never miss! Let the marksman handle this! Where are you going?
You are in tip-top shape.
Soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more coming.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
That's what I like to hear.
That was a lot easier than I was expecting with that many enemies. Gotta kill all of these little squiddies. I could just skip them. But who does that? Who skips enemies?
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
I'm on it.
Into the shadows.
Armor won't save you. Here I come.
Get on in there with the
Try
others.
this.
Here's a healer.
Come and face me. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
See that?
That training's paying off.
Now,
Dragon swarm.
get on in there with the others.
You're mine.
Lightning orb.
Fire blade. Try this. Infernal turret. Eagle Baraka.
Here's a healer.
Burn.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There's always room for improvement.
Everyone's level 18. Why is Renwell a lower level than everyone? That doesn't make sense. I don't know why she's a
Hey,
lower
Laura,
level.
back when we left Cisleden, you remember how you said so long as you don't give up, there's nothing to stop someone starting over?
Yeah?
Well, I think you did just that. You've set out on a new path despite what happened in your past. Besides, you're not the only one fumbling your way through things.
You too?
It was your dad who taught me to fight. Back at the start of all this, I knew that so long as I followed him, I wouldn't end up straying. But it was also your dad who told me the importance of becoming my own master, of searching out the answers within me. I always figured I would one day. But at the same time, I had so much more to learn. When he died, I suddenly found myself rudderless. Sure, our immediate goal is to defeat all the lords. But then what comes after that? There's no one left to point me in the right direction. It was then that I realized, no matter how much I fret about it, the only thing I can do is fight. Renin brutality isn't going to right itself. So that's what I'm doing. Fighting. And in the meantime, I'll try to figure out my next move. Right now, that's about all I can do.
And you really believe you got what it takes to win this? Against all the odds?
Yes, I do. Or at least I want to. If I'm being completely honest, sometimes I'm not really sure whether I can or not. So what if we're still figuring stuff out? If we do it together, then we can support one another along the way. Is there anything so wrong with that?
No, I don't think there is. I think I get it now. We may not know what we're capable of, but we have to try all the same.
Having another one of your secret meetings? Don't tell me you were taking yet another bathroom break?
Oh, we were just engaging in a bit of brotherly bonding. Isn't that right, Alphen?
Yeah, that's right.
Fine then, suit yourselves. Hey, I think I can feel a breeze up ahead. I bet the exit is real close.
It's right underneath me.
Finally! Man, it's been too long since I felt the sun on my face. When I get in a tussle, I go full force right at him. Whoever makes the first move wins.
I do have to admit, it's quite the spectacle to watch you charge in and go to town on someone during a battle.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Phrasing.
it was actually my old
Phrasing.
man who taught me to fight that way. The more I lay the beat down on some baddies, the more fired up my fists of fury get.
Zephyr taught you? Wow. I guess you really are following in his footsteps.
There's nothing wrong with being so focused on offense, but the enemy always fights back at some point.
As long as I don't get hit, it's not a problem, right?
So what you're saying is you're too weak to take a hit.
You're not exactly one to talk.
What were you two talking about earlier?
Earlier? Oh, it was just serious guy talk. You know, the kind that girls don't get to hear.
Oh my god, Law.
Really?
Don't mind him, Rinwell. It's just... well, maybe it is a little difficult to talk about in front of women.
Difficult to talk about? Okay, now I really want to hear it. Unless... it's not the creepy sort of guy talk, right?
No! Okay? It's not creepy.
Okay, okay. As long as you're fighting fit, you can talk about whatever you like.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Where? Where? Well, it's so beautiful here.
We're finally here. Elda Menancia, the land of green. The place certainly lives up to its name, doesn't it?
Yeah, just feel that breeze. It's like night and day compared to Calaglia and Cislodia.
Unsullied, fertile land, as far as the eye can see. That's beautiful. Oh, what?
Oh, nothing. Just... I was thinking the very same thing.
That's the realm capital in the distance. The city of Vicent. A word to the wise before we continue. Elda Menancia has produced more sovereigns over the years than any other.
Shion! Guess we should probably follow after her, shouldn't we? Hey, you all right, Law?
Yeah, fine. I was just thinking how Dad would have enjoyed this view. All this green in one place is incredible. Anyway, let's get moving before we start looking tasty to monsters.
Is he going to be okay?
Eventually. That's a wall he'll have to overcome on his own.
Oh, she likes him. Elda Menancia. Land of Green. So we've had volcano, we've had ice. What would be next? Volcano, ice, grass, water, maybe?
Right, here goes! Come on! Damn it! Water blade! Dragon sword! Eagle blade! Here I come! You're finished!
Flying freak! What did they do?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Where are you going?
I can't lay a finger on you.
I prefer it that way.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I keep forgetting that when I enter that mode,
Here, let me help.
it's the ultimate attack.
Eagle side!
Seems about right to me.
So if I remember right, there are 6 elements of astral energy, and darkness is only on Rena, and light can only be found on Dana, right?
Right. I only remember because my parents drilled it all into my head when I was little.
How did we find out about dark astral energy in the first place if it's not on Dana, though?
Beats me. I couldn't tell you how or when we figured out that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's other stuff we've forgotten along the way, too.
Yeah, I bet. And then we forget that knowledge was even forgotten at all, and it's back to square one.
Exactly. That's why we need to take good care of what knowledge and artifacts we still have left.
You really have a thing for old stuff, don't you?
Well, I don't know that I'd call it just a thing. It's also something that helps me feel connected to our world.
Connected?
It's nothing. Forget I even mentioned it. I should have guessed that there'd be no way he'd understand. How could he?
Next, can't find.
What's wrong?
Huh? Yes!
Healer and her patience.
I guess we can take this?
Mm-hmm.
It's just healing art.
Mm-hmm.
Passion flowing through this energy. Passion tinge was just the slightest hint of loneliness, emptiness, even. He's got you pegged. He's in trouble.
Hey!
Mm-hmm.
The companions. Oh,
Just
gosh,
great.
So, as soon as I let forth the most ferocious bellow, I could muster and appears to have fled in fear.
That can't be.
So who tells me to tell? The world in which we live, they call me the Wonder. I could tell from the very moment our eyes met the two of you are something special. You're not like most others in this world. You can witness with my own eyes just how this rich tapestry of emotion you two share comes to unfold. Well, no harm in that. My name's Alphen.
Very well.
Meet you both. Henceforth, we are bound by fate, destined to meet again and again. Certain things shall get more dramatic from here. I look forward to the day our paths meet. Let's take our leave. There is others. Shion Healer. Increases the amount of HP healed from healing arts. Sweet. Healing circle. Intermediate healing art. It gradually restores HP to all allies within its circumference. Extension. Extends the duration of overland. Ooh. Let's go with healing circle first. And then we'll do over limit next. Faster AG recovery after. Oh, probably not. Refreshing rough housing. Leg strength proficiency.
Maybe we should have left them alone.
Thanks, Sheila.
Why are you thanking me?
One fight. Let's clear these enemies, get that item, and then we'll rest.
No backing down!
Hear me! When did I get so popular? Here I come! Flaming thrust! I'm on it! Here I come! You're finished!
Rainbow Frost!
Drop fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Dragon Swarm! All yours! Castle!
First strike!
Mirage! You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Do it! Searing flame!
Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent!
This one's mine!
Swallow Blade! Try this!
Infernal Torrent.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now.
No problem. We've reached our
I hate
destination.
camping out.
Sell iron chunks. Gotcha. Buy apple gel. Jeez. Orange gel is expensive. Forged weapons. Don't have granite fang or titanium vambrace. Oh, that's a cool looking blade right there. Clay fragment. Radiant light. That made him so much stronger. Holy shit. Can't do Lucky Bangle, but I can do a warrior emblem. So let's do warrior emblem. Damage, defense 20. Yeah, it's not worth it right now.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Let's rest. We'll do this rest if it gives us a chance to have a special
Why do you keep staring at me, Shion?
thing. It'll be with
87.
what's her name, with Rin?
88! 89! Oh, shoot!
What the? Is the enemy attacking?
Sorry about that. You're not hurt, are you?
Law? What on Dana are you doing?
What am I doing? Training, obviously. I found these nice and heavy rocks that I decided to strap onto my arms, but I guess I didn't tie them down good enough because they went flying.
So you were doing improvised weight training. You and your crazy ideas.
I can't help it. If I'm not training, it's easy for me to get anxious.
Well, that's fair. Actually, I remember seeing you practicing your forms for some time when we were camping the other day.
Yep. No amount of muscle will do you any good if you don't stay on top of your fighting forms. It always feels good when I know I'm still sharp.
Sounds to me like you have too much pent-up energy.
Don't train so hard that you wind up hurting yourself, Law. I promise you, you're already perfectly strong as it is.
No, I'm not. You never know what we'll run into out there. You can never go into a fight too prepared. And that's the truth. Besides, I won't rest until I know that I'm stronger than you, Alphen.
Oh, I see how it is. Well, I don't plan on letting you beat me. Maybe I'll add some weights to my sword and practice swinging it. That should help out.
Alphen, are you crazy?
You're right. This does make for decent training. Good call with the extra weight, Law.
Right? Now you get it?
That's
Since
not
we've already come
gonna
this far,
work.
what do you say we have a little one-on-one with our rocks strapped on?
Gross.
Hell yeah! I'm down for that. Just give me a second, I'll be all ready to roll. Okay, I'm all set. Let's do this! Take this!
I'm just getting started.
Ah! Our camp is completely wrecked!
Go. You two are cleaning it up.
Yes, Shion.
Alright, let's go ahead and rest. Cook before resting. Attack up. More items dropped. Things rare ore rate is up. We'll do more kebabs with Law.
That was...
Let's do a conversation with a
Rinwell,
Rin.
mind if we chat a little?
Poodle, come here, sweetie. Woo! Good boy.
What are you doing?
It's flying practice. Poodle doesn't really like to leave my side, but if I don't make him spread those wings every now and then, they'll start to weaken. It's important he practices. Also, I'm pretty sure he put on some extra weight.
Oh, Hoodle got chubby. Oh.
Probably because everyone keeps sneaking him snacks when you're not looking.
I knew it! I thought there was something fishy going on. Oh, it's really not good for birds to be overweight, you know?
Oh, really? I'm sorry, Rinwell.
You were feeding him too? You haven't been giving him anything he can't eat, have you?
I'm pretty sure everything I've given him has been okay. Just to be sure, though, why don't you tell me what he can't eat?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Is something the matter?
No, not at all. It's just, for a really long time, Hoodle was the only friend I had. So on the one hand, it makes me really happy to see everyone be so accepting. But on the other, it's a bit of an adjustment sharing him, you know?
Every one of us can see that he's like family to you. I can promise no one's trying to ignore your feelings or anything.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I'll talk to the others about it later.
Closer to
Poodle,
Rinwell now.
let me know if you sense anything.
Alright. Once the rest is done, we are going to call it for the night.
Another day, another Gald.
Let's go ahead and return to title screen. And press a button so that it doesn't change and we don't get interrupted by anime music. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. We had quite a few of you here today. Let's see who was here. We had Numbers, of course. Thank you, Numbers, for hanging out. Bubbles, Universe, Bellers, Psycho, Kimsetic. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I super appreciate you all so much. Remember, we are 3 away from the 300 mark. We've been trying to reach 300 for such a long time. I'd really appreciate getting there as soon as possible, but it'll happen in time. I'm sure it will. We're 3 away, so if you want to share the page, share all my social medias and everything else. Like I've said before, if you want to keep in touch with me outside the stream, you can join my Discord, the Walnut Orchard, or you can actually join or follow me on all my socials. That should have my Instagram and TikTok. It might have my YouTube on there, I'm not sure. But one last call for the Monster Hunter Hunt. That's always going to be up, so it's not really a last call for it. And I think I'm going to make a playlist so that you guys can keep track of stream highlights easier, because I also upload my past streams of story-based games on there as well. So tomorrow we'll have the Duelist 2 stream highlight. Then I have to do some editing this weekend because I didn't do any last weekend for 2 episodes, or 2 matches of Apex Legends for the next 2 weeks. I will be back live on Sunday, probably around 2 o'clock, same as I did last week, for a longer stream and a 6 to 7 hour stream. And then Monday will be maybe something different, maybe Monster Hunter, maybe City Skylines, maybe we'll try this survival playthrough that I was talking to Numbers about. We'll figure that out. I'm not too sure. We'll figure out pretty much whatever I want to play on Monday is probably just what I'm gonna do. We'll figure that out. I'll let you guys know. Just follow me on my socials, and you'll get the update when I post it on Monday. But thank you so much, everyone. We are gonna raid out like we always do. Who are we gonna send some love towards? That's the question. Let's see who's live right now. Click that button, and there's one right here. Let's see. Who do we got live that we can go ahead and raid out to? I think the universe was on. We raided out to Zeke the other day, and he ended stream. You know, let's raid out to Beauty and Music. She's playing Dead by Daylight. We haven't raided out to her in a while, so let's go ahead and show her some love. Watch her get scared by her game and whatnot. She's an awesome streamer. She's a cool friend. In music, here we go. Like I said, she's playing Dead by Daylight. We'll get that raid ready. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out. I really do. You are all awesome. I'll see you again on Sunday, definitely. But if I end up having spare time throughout Saturday, I might jump on for an added stream on Saturday. Just keep an eye out on those social medias. Keep an eye out on those push notifications. And again, if you are not following me, make sure to hit that follow button so you can get updates whenever I go live. Set those push notifications on your phone to get those. And I have notifications on my Discord every time I go live as well. I'll see you guys all next time. Be careful, be safe, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Be sure to hug a loved one, and of course, like always, be sure to wear mismatched socks. I'll see you guys all next time.